Yeah. So, fuck. You could cuss in the first 7 seconds of a video now, so I might as well get that out. It has been a long time, and I'm not playing War Robots anymore. That game was just an addiction. Probably not good. It was the state it's in right now is just worse than from when I left it. I've just completely been ignoring that game, and I've come to play other games. And so, I mean, I don't care if this video is popular or whatnot. We are coming back on this channel, and this is gonna be my channel, not the War Robots channel with a small YouTuber on a leash, you know. So we're gonna be playing Clash Royale today. I have my audio off. I forgot to fix that. I'll fix that after this game. We're probably just gonna have like a short 10-20 minute video just to get us back introduced again. I've been getting into this game a lot more recently, as so has everybody else. I mean, the game's just uprising. I don't know if it's gonna fall back down again to where it was. I'm just gonna let that Dark Goblin go and then roll Ghost off that. But yeah, I've been playing games, Clash Royale, Apex, Rainbow Six Siege, and shit. I can't cuss anymore. That's right. Doesn't matter because I have no monetization whatsoever. Now, the second she spawns more, just perfect arrows. That was a bad log, but I mean, I guess that's his tower. I'm playing Victor BR1234 from a clan I probably shouldn't try to pronounce, but it definitely has something to do with oranges. Now I've just got to clear up some air. Nobody cares. I have, what, a solid 139 subscribers last I checked. I think I lost 2. And let's hope I can build up a channel again. I'm planning to play the games I enjoy, and hopefully me just talking in my own voice is enough to make you guys enjoy the video. For me, I hope I build up a good amount of people. I just YouTube when I'm bored, and I think it's a good habit to get into. So I'm gonna start doing this again. I'll turn on the audio after this game, by the way. So let's yap. What do I have to yap about? That's a good question. Let's see. What's been going on lately? We could start with a few stories, because I mean, sometimes telling stories while you're YouTubing or while you're making videos, I didn't do that a lot before. I just commentate on the gameplay. Nobody wants to listen. Becca's walking to the King Tower, the Electro Wizard. Yeah, nobody wants to listen to that, man. So let's talk about some stories. Let's start with what are some fun things I've experienced. Let's make this story about that has something to do with returning. I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to talk to yourself, but I think talking about stories that have happened in the past is just an easy way to do that. Where's my audio? I still don't hear anything. Oh, I might have this turned down in Game Bar. I probably do. Oh no, I just have my output as the wrong thing. I don't know how loud this is gonna be. That's definitely louder than my voice, so I'm gonna turn down the desktop volume a little bit. What the hell? Alright, well, that's probably low enough. Let's see why I had it so low. But yeah, let's just talk about something. Let's try to think of some stories I have. Actually, just the other day, right? So this is not even this is less of a story, more of like me talking about random shit that's happened in my life. So just the other day, I was walking home. I had summer school because, you know, my grades weren't so great, and we all know how that turns out. You end up in summer school. So I did summer school. I got past all that. Yay me. That's not what I'm talking about this video. This video, I'm just going to be talking about random things. Hopefully I could offend this balloon. So, I'm walking home, and as I'm walking home, like, okay, let's try to get a picture in your head. So, I'm walking home from the school. There's a path that goes down from the school down to this driveway that goes back onto the main road, and I walk home from there, about a few blocks down. So, as I'm walking down, I see three bags in the tall grass, and me, you know me, I'm a decently nice person sometimes. Sometimes I can be rude, but aren't we all? This guy's playing Lava Hound. Level 15, Jesus Christ. So I see these 3 bags and I'm thinking, well, this could be a homeless person's, but it's on school grounds and they do look relatively small enough to fit a middle schooler. So I'm thinking, okay, let's think. What could I do? I could maybe try to get a phone from the bag to call somebody. I wasn't trying to steal it. I feel like that's something that I think personally I was thinking, like, what if somebody sees me going through this bag and it's like theirs and they think I'm trying to steal, blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't steal from somebody's bag they left out. If they left it out, they wouldn't have any valuables, but maybe their phone in it. And I was hoping maybe I could call like an emergency number or something to let them know if they have left their bags, or that like it's kind of a stealable area. So I take the bag and I look in the pocket where the phone would be. I've just lost so quickly. Not a great introduction to. Damn. Okay. So I look into the pocket where the phone should be, and I see 2 vapes, and I'm like, oh no. Great. So I you know, instinctively, I'm like, okay, so this person's a heavy user of drugs. Not great. I look through the bag, look in the main pocket, you know, where like everything's supposed to be. Maybe I find a phone there. And I see a bunch of like, you know, random shit. I see a ski mask and a few like syringes. And I'm like, oh no, okay. Well, that's not good. That's not something I want to be involved with, right? And, you know, naturally, I take the bag and I throw it away. Because, A, I could tell these aren't prescription drugs. Why would you have syringes in your bag? I could tell they're not EpiPens. I know what an EpiPen looks like. And it's just crazy. Because people just have their drugs sitting out in the open for anybody to see. Nobody wants to deal with people like that. It's kind of unfortunate to see that society's come to a point where, like, that's something regular, you know? That's not something that's rare to encounter. It's, like, crazy, you know? Just drugs sitting out in the open. That's the whole story. I gotta think of other things to talk about, but I guess I'll limit to it, like, a story or 2 per video, because I don't want to drive myself out too quick. I think that's the problem, because when I go onto my YouTube ventures, I normally drive myself out really quickly. I'm not even gonna edit. I mean, you can see my siege stats of the season. I'll turn that shit off. I'll probably put some stuff in the video, like a face cam or something, if I eventually get comfortable enough for that. And I feel like that's the great start to all channels. I mean, a face cam is just a starting point, you know? We're kind of equal in tower damage here, but he's about to get Dark Goblin. Oh, I should have seen where that landed, and I would have actually defended that pretty well. Damn it. This isn't looking good for me, and he's gonna boss bandit anytime now. So let's think about some other things. Oh no. I don't know if I can actually talk about that one. I'm trying to think. What could I say to YouTube? What are some good stories I could say to YouTube? It's not like I've done a lot of illegal things. I don't think I ever even have done very many illegal things in my lifetime. But gosh, my life is super boring. I can't find something to tell a story about to an audience of people who don't give a shit about the stories. It's actually crazy. But I gotta think of things I did back in the day. I think talking about things you did when you were younger is honestly the way to go. How about my first day of middle school? I mean, this is for anybody going into middle school. God, you're about to go into somewhere you probably don't want to ever go back, even though I personally enjoyed middle school. I think it was alright. A lot of people say they don't want to go back, and I could see why. It's very weird. But here's my advice. So, going into high school, you know, naturally you will. Hopefully you don't fail and not. Wish you luck, whoever you are. But going into high school, it's a lot different than middle school, trust me. There won't be like popular people anymore. I mean, there's still generally I guess you could say there is. But my school doesn't have like a popularity chain like there was in middle school. In middle school, there was like a popularity chain. A bunch of people who were like, oh, that's the popular kid. Everybody knew who they were. Everybody wanted to hang out with them. I lost again. Okay, I'm not making myself look good here. I'm not playing my best in 8,000 trophies. I need to make a new deck. I'm trying to figure out what I want to use. I'll probably end up just... I don't have like the resources to just use any card I want to. I've only leveled up a certain set of cards. This is the deck I used to get up to here. This is some deck me and my friend were running in 2v2s. But I was thinking, right? Or as I was saying, sorry, not I was thinking, right? I'm just, you know, trying to get my, once I do this more, I'll get used to it again. Talking's gonna take a while to get back into doing. Yeah. Jeez, I spaced out, I'm sorry. So yeah, I was just talking about how you're going from middle school to high school. Just in middle school, it's your time to make the most friends. Elementary school, you get your base friends. Now, what happens after that? You guys either split off from each other or you don't. Middle school is when I made probably the most friends I've made. I stuck with a lot of elementary school friends. I'm lucky for that. I was able to keep a lot of them. But in middle school is your prime time to make friends. I'd say you make a lot of good friends in middle school. They're gonna stick with you through high school if they're real friends. If they're not real friends, they probably won't. But shit happens, you know. I think here's the story of how I met my first friend in middle school. It actually started out as, so I don't have the best hairline. I have bangs, so it kind of covers it. Or I wouldn't say bangs. My grandma says they're bangs. Whatever. Blah blah blah. I have the average baseball kid hairstyle, and I tend to. But back then I had a buzz cut because me and my friend had a buzz cut, and I was like, dude, what if we matched? And I don't look any good in the buzz cut whatsoever. Trust me on this one. I don't even think I have to show you my forehead for you to know. Probably will some other day. But yeah, I don't have the best hairline. So I had a buzz cut. This kid named Owen, he's on the bigger end of guys. I don't make fun of people for that very often. I do sometimes, you know, sometimes you gotta make a joke or two. I'm not the kind of person, I wasn't calling him out for anything. He started calling me out. I was like, big forehead. And I was like, okay, you know what, whatever. And this guy, Ben, he was Owen's friend at the time. He started making fun of me too. And it was kind of rough because I was expecting this coming to middle school. But eventually, you know, Ben was like, he's not even all that bad of a guy. I should just be friends with him. And we ended up being friends, and we're still friends to this day. I'd say 2-3 years later. We played Foursquare every morning. We were kind of sweats, I'm not gonna lie, but sometimes there was a lot of cheaters, people that just didn't play by the rules, you know, stuff like that. It makes it, always play by the rules, by the way. You're not gonna be appreciated. I didn't mean the Dark Goblin that. God damn, that hurts to watch. But you know, always play by the rules. You could, don't tattle on people. People aren't gonna want to hang out with you. I mean, unless it's like something really bad, you know, I can see why you'd tell on somebody, but really just try to not do that. People aren't gonna appreciate you for it. Nobody appreciates somebody who just tells on everybody. And you've probably been, if you haven't learned that after elementary school, you might just be screwed, but nobody appreciates somebody like that. And if you want to make good real friends, I'd recommend just not doing that. That's how I've got friends. I never tell on people, you know, it's not something I do. My friends might, I don't, you know. And I wouldn't say I was exactly popular, but I was well known, you know. So a lot of people knew me. I never, they knew I'm like a trustworthy person, and I wouldn't tell anybody like their secrets or whatever, you know. And I feel like in middle school, a lot of females gossip about stuff. Don't worry about females in middle school, man. I had a girlfriend or two. Just don't worry about that. Just enjoy your life as much as you can, I think I could recommend. Middle school is like a time where you don't really have any responsibility yet, but you're also like old enough to enjoy things and like have a good time, and you're not like being forced to go to sleep at 7, hopefully. I don't know what to do first pledge, split lane guards. But yeah, just enjoy your time as much as you possibly can is my biggest recommendation, because middle school was honestly probably when I was the happiest. Even though it's like a place where a lot of people are like, middle school, it's not very good. I think it was pretty good myself. I was very happy back then. I still am happy, but it's just not the same as it was, I could say. Yeah, just enjoy your time as much as you can. I think middle school is the best time to have fun, because in high school, people don't put up with your bullshit anymore. You can't really have fun, can't like talk in class, blah blah blah. They will just send you home. And that's probably the same for college. I'm 15. I'm not in college. God, I'm gonna get 3 crowns. This guy's got pay to win level P.E.K.K.A. and everything. It's just not winnable for me. I don't know if I want to play the Royal Ghost, but I think I'm kind of forced to in this situation. Jeez, I just barely defended. And we ended up with a kind of positive. Actually, I'm up damage. I'm surprised. So yeah, just enjoy your time. That's my advice, my personal advice. I've experienced this about anything you could experience in middle school. Don't have sex. Don't do drugs. I never did drugs myself. I had friends who did, never did myself. Don't get peer pressured. Don't get peer pressured. Don't get peer pressured. Like, it's not that hard not to get peer pressured. And they sound like it's really not. I was offered to do it many times. Just don't. It doesn't make you any cooler, and it's just gonna fuck you over in high school, because suddenly, oh, he's doing drugs, so cool, blah blah blah. Nobody even thought you were cool in middle school. But if you think that, it's gonna fuck you over in high school, especially. Not saying from experience of, because I never did them myself. I'm saying because I've seen it happen to people. Just don't do them. It's not that hard, man. And don't have sex, you get STDs and whatnot. Don't do all that. Just enjoy your time while you're still, like, young enough to be young, I guess. I don't really know how to describe this here. I'm just gonna Evo Dark Goblin. I don't know if I'm gonna win this game. Like, I'm just gonna talk about gameplay now. I think after like a game or two more, I'm off the game. Or off the YouTube video at least. And this will just be good. Like, welcome back, I'm coming back. I've said that multiple times and I've tried to, trust me, but I was just so dried out, and it's probably because of War Robots, honestly. I think War Robots kind of screwed this channel over, screwed Manny Gaming's channel over. It screwed a lot of people over, you know, especially it was such a big game at some point. Everybody saw it going upwards, and then everybody, you know, saw it going down. It's really unfortunate. Big waste of time and energy. Don't play that game. Like, seriously, it's costed me money, costed people around me that, because I couldn't get the money. Where do you think the money came from? I couldn't pay for that. I was fucking 12 when I started that game, and at the time it was a good game. It wasn't what it is now, and it's just bad now. And they get you addicted into their lucky drop scheme. I mean, Clash Royale is gonna end up the same, and I know that this time, so I've been holding back on spending, really. I get my evolutions from challenges and whatnot. Alright, back one in the season shop. That's just a crazy prediction. I'm placing, oh, okay, to be fair, I'm facing really weird people and very over-leveled people compared to me. I don't have a single level 15 card. Not on track to having one by the end of the season. And I'm facing weird shit like this. Like, level 50, like, what even is this deck? It's just unskilled. He's spamming these guys that you have to defend, and then once you defend them with whatever you can, he spams P.E.K.K.A. and Hog Rider. And I faced a Boss Bandit spam. I lost to a Lava Hound player. Oh yeah, I remember. But yeah, I'm losing to people because they're just playing unfair decks. Like, what is that? I've been losing to a lot of E-Golem players, which is a stupid card. 3 elixir for like a crazy they're probably gonna take half your tower if you don't have a defensive building. And at the time I don't, I'll probably throw an Evo Tesla once I see, I was probably playing Graveyard if I had to guess. Which means I need to get to my P.E.K.K.A as quick as I can, but I don't want to just spam this lane. Let's do it, actually. Let's do it. I've got nothing to lose. Yeah, that guy's gonna do all the work there. I don't think he's playing Graveyard. I don't know why he's playing Giant then. Oh, God. It's worse than I thought. People who play Zappy still are absolute menace. It's a good thing I have the counter to it. So he's wasted a lot of elixir. Bam. Alright, it's all around good for me. That guy didn't get anything done productive there, and he also has minion horde, so it's good to know. Hold on to my arrows, unless he log for Starmie, arrows for minion horde is what I'm getting. Let's guard cycle now, that way I can build up elixir and the guards will be at the bridge by the time I have 10 elixir. Okay, he's just doing the same push, and he thinks he's gonna bait out my arrows. Not gonna happen. He's essentially playing arrows bait, in a way. Which P.E.K.K.A, he's forcing out a defensive card. And we could drag the mini P.E.K.K.A off my, no, that's gonna get to it's on my tower. Alright, well, he changed up the way he played. Worked somehow. I feel like that shouldn't have been something that he gets damage for. But he knows he can't play Sparky because of E-Wiz. Or he could just play Sparky right into it. What on earth? Oh no. His card synergized too well. But mine just synergized better. Alright, that's just a bad Sparky. Do I even have to defend? Because honestly, I take one of his towers, he's got nothing. Yeah, he's lost. He's lost. I got split lane pressure. Yeah, this is what makes my videos boring. I think it's just me talking about the gameplay, but eventually, I don't want to drive myself out of stories to talk about. Because I don't do that much. But I do have some good stories and things to talk about in the next video. But that'll be it for this video. I'll end it off on a win before I bring myself into a downward spiral. I just maxed out the battle pass as well. Opened this lucky drop. And if you watched the whole video, let me know in the comments what your favorite fruit is. Because I'm going to start doing this at the end of videos now. And what video games do you recommend me to play on this channel? Because I'd be down to play anything. For the most part. If it costs money, I'll think about it. If I get enough recommendations for a game that costs money, I'll play it, probably. And that's about it. See you guys in the next one.